Yo, what's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, all that other good shit. What's going on, man? Had a question about Pyometra. Very, very scary ass situation, I tell you. If you ever have a bitch that's went into heat, and that's when it occurs, usually after they get out of heat, man, I tell you, you'll notice a discharge and you'll notice a smell. And the smell is like death in a handbag. It's a very bad smell. And someone asked me, like, how do I avoid Pyometra? I'm gonna tell you, fix the bitch. That's about your only choice. It's not the normal infection that you would think it is, that you catch it from something. What generally happens, and I'm going to put it in the layman's terms, is, the female's progesterone levels spike up. Generally, the progesterone levels stay up 8 to 10 to 11 weeks, because it helps the thickening of the uterus. Well, during this time, what can happen especially after several heat cycles is, especially several heat cycles where the bitch has no puppies, is that yes, that thickening continues to happen, but sometimes you have like a cyst buildup because of the thickness, and without the pregnancy, it's getting thicker, and you get this cyst built up, and these cysts, secrete different kind of things, and it becomes pretty much a bacterial playground, to where it's easy for this female to get this infection. And it's all caused by spikes of hormones. So I've seen people who do believe in doing antibiotics, and of course antibiotics do help, but really it's damn near impossible to totally stop the female from getting it if she's going to get it. Now, treating it is one thing, but getting it is another. And I've talked to many vets over the years, and none of them seem to believe that you can actually just prevent it outside of fixing the female so she doesn't have a cycle anymore. And I know for people who breed dogs, that's not the way to go, but it has often been recommended that the female be bred back to back litters. Some people are like, oh, I gotta rest my female. If you go on the ABKC site, I think it's still up there. If not, you can Google it. ABKC did this study, and several other people have confirmed the study, that the females actually do better when they're bred back-to-back cycles. So typically, like in my program, I like to, and I've messed up a few times here lately, but when I get new females in coming up in the upcoming years, I'll get them back on track. But I like to start breeding them somewhere around 2 years old, a third or fourth heat cycle. And once they get bred that first time, I have like 3 breedings back to back. So usually the female should be done around 4 years old if all these breedings take. And that's to keep them regulated and to keep everything going. And at that point, to possibly get ready to fix them so we can get this situation over with and leave them healthy. That has been sort of one of my methods to doing this. In my experience, I've heard a lot of different things. Give them this, give them that, give them this. And it never hurts to give your dog precautionary things, to make them healthier. But, from a standpoint of actually stopping Pyometra altogether, Pyometra. But, it's not a real good chance that you're going to stop it if that female is supposed to get it. I'm just going to be truthful with you. If that female is supposed to get it, she's probably going to get it because it's something that's hormonal and it's going up. Like I say, it is a good theory to think that, the antibiotics could kill the infection as it's starting to build if you continuously give them antibiotics, especially during and around that time of estrus. But outside of that, man, it's a crapshoot, and you shouldn't beat yourself up over it too bad if it happens to your female. At that point in time, you need to treat her and you need to fix her. Get rid of the infection and fix the female. There's no need to keep on going on because her insides are jacked. And most veterinarians will want to fix her right on the spot anyway. But hopefully, that helped out some with that explanation on this condition. And I'll check you out on the next video. Much love. Peace.